This episode with Kevin Hart is a motivational masterclass, and the Diary of a CEO is levels above other podcasts. Let me show you why.
So let's go back.
First of all, the intros are always fire. Look at the first 4 seconds.
You can't be afraid to verbalize your ignorance. That's holding you back.
They are taken from 48 minutes and 49 minutes. Completely different clips put together.
Give me an example.
I can give you several. Like
From 4 seconds to 30 seconds, these clips are pulled from here, 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 and here. And somehow they combine all of these different clips into one clear story.
I don't know what that means. How does investing really work? I don't know where to get it.
This is not easy. Steve Bartlett, the host, has the best team by miles above every other podcasters. And then if you look at the next 30 to 1 minute and 15 seconds, they layer clips from everywhere. Old Kevin Hart footages, past interviews, literally Kevin Hart's entire life in 45 seconds.
Have you struggled with your mental health? What advice have you got for young men in terms of like what it takes to be a good man?
At 2 minutes, watch the transition. The music drops, the animation slows down, and then Steve delivers one final cliffhanger question. Get you ready for the podcast.
But the fear of being judged after.
Do you have that fear?
This is a 2 minutes and 15 second intro of fast pace and elite storytelling.
I see messages all the time in the comment section that some of you didn't realize you didn't subscribe. So if you could do me a favor and double check if you're a subscriber to this channel, that would be...
Notice something here very clever. Steve doesn't just tell you to subscribe. His ask has a simple formula. He first builds an emotional connection with the viewer, gives you value, then asks you to return the favor by subscribing.
It's the free thing that anybody that watches this show frequently can do to help us here, to keep everything going in this show in the trajectory it's on. So please do double check if you subscribed, and thank you so much, because in a strange way you're part of our history and you're on this journey with us, and I appreciate you for that. So yeah, thank you.
This technique is one of the reasons he gained 10 million subscribers in less than 5 years. But by the way, if you appreciate the work that I've done by breaking this down, please subscribe.
In so many ways, you're clearly an anomaly.
I'm a very driven individual. I like the fact that you can have thoughts and you can be energized to bring those thoughts into a bigger reality.
This is something that Steve Bartlett does really well. That right there is a physical photograph.
I found this photo of your mother.
Yeah, me and Nancy Hart.
She was strict.
Very strict. With me. My older brother, he had the
Diary of a CEO podcast doesn't just rely on visual. They bring physical items that engages the guests and keeps you, the viewer, locked in. But to understand how serious the host takes this podcast, just listen.
So we had about 2 months of debate just about the chair, because the chair has to represent the conversation. So on my show, the aesthetic we've chosen is a bit gothic, a bit cold. It's silver, it's steel, and the chairs are like kitchen table chairs. They're like very upright, not that comfortable. We've got, I don't know, maybe 70 people up here, different teams, but this is where a lot of the editors sit for our shows, editing clips, editing the long form episodes, editing across all social platforms as well.
This is why the Diary of a CEO has gained such momentum. This man has built a machine from his mind to his body, to his script, to his surrounding, to his team. That's why every single Diary of a CEO podcast feels like a Netflix special.
My mom's biggest lesson was you're not quitting. And not many people are going to do the 13 years of hard shit. Most people opt out at year 2 and want to go find a quick return.
Okay, before we talk about what Kevin Hart did well, let me show you the things that make the Diary of a CEO look cinematic. Okay, so aside from the beautifully color-graded gray walls, look closely at the background. What do you see?
This is starting to change now. Oh, wow.
Exactly. You never thought about it until now. The background is blurred. The technique directs your focus straight to the center. Always at the guest, always at the story. And only when they pull the camera wide do you see what is not blurred. But even then, everything in the frame matches the aesthetic. Nothing is random. Nothing breaks the mood. Look at the table. No clutter, no distractions. That's why this podcast feels unlike any other. The room is designed to focus your attention onto one thing, the conversation. So far, we have been breaking down the podcast. But now, let's talk about the guest, Kevin something Hart. I don't know his middle name. This man is a master of body language and showing his emotion through it. And his communication skills, just listen.
Nobody believed that I was funny. Like my friends were, yeah, what do you mean you're gonna get on stage? What do you mean I'm gonna get on stage? I'm gonna be a comedian. Yeah, but like how? Like Eddie Murphy. Like, but you're never gonna be Eddie Murphy. Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like I'm gonna do it. Like I'm gonna be a star. No. I don't know, man. I don't know about the whole star thing. I think you're tripping. I think nobody has the confidence in the decisions that you're making for yourself like you do. So if you're waiting for that to connect in the beginning stages, it may or may not. If it doesn't, it shouldn't prevent you from like following through. You are a product of your environment. And in that environment, that's the norm. My dad, he didn't necessarily do the right things in life. Jail, in jail, out of jail, drugs. Well, my mom was strict. She was much more protective because of the mistakes she saw that she made with my brother. Best story that I'm able to tell. I cannot pay my rent. I needed help. And she was like, well, I'm not helping you until you start reading the Bible. And I was like, Mom, I'm reading the Bible. I was lying. Just lying. I'm reading it. Come on, Mom, this is real. Mom, they're going to kick me out. Are you reading your Bible? Yes. When you read your Bible, then talk to me. She did this for like a while. And one day I was like, you know what, man? I was literally by myself. And I was like, what am I going to do? So read the Bible. And I opened up the Bible. And like my checks, like multiple months of rent checks had fell out. And I was like, you know what? Pretty amazing. And then I had to actually open the Bible and start reading the Bible. But that was her way of giving me like one of the best lessons ever, you know? Somewhere along the lines, the gems that she dropped started to click. So like I started a lot of stuff that I didn't complete in the younger years. That was me and my mom's battle. No, you're gonna finish it. And she would make me finish it. Now I wanna quit. No, you're gonna finish it. As I got older, you realize, well, why are you putting time into something in the beginning that you don't wanna see through? Why? Why is the idea of quit so quick to you to come up with? And why are you so comfortable with the results of that? I shouldn't be. And that shouldn't be my like motto. So we don't stop. If we start something, we see it the entire way through. And at the end of it, even if you don't like it to the highest level, you know that you put your time, energy into something that you're at least proud that you did, proud that you were able to put a period on that sentence. And now you can start the next thing. But it's not until you complete something that you can honestly sit with yourself and go, that's what life is. I remember when I started working at the sneaker store, I was so excited that I went and got a job, found a job. I'll do this forever, and I'm going to make it to the highest level. So I become the manager, and after being the manager, I work for corporate. And this is something that I can build. Like, I was already spiraling because I was like, I got to figure out what I'm doing with the rest of my life. Education and college degree I don't have, but in the space of personality and sale, I was able to maneuver. This is it. This is my calling. I never thought about pursuing stand-up comedy. The idea came up. I was always funny, but I wasn't like, man, I got to figure out how to become a comedian. It was presented, and then I went and did the amateur night, and that's when I fell in love. My best set in the beginning of my career.
Everything I said for tonight is a joke, okay? It is nothing else. I don't want nobody taking none of this stuff too serious.
I don't want nobody coming up to me after the show saying, who's the funny one now? Yeah. That tape If you could understand the feeling of getting off that stage, having a good set, and then them putting the tape in my hand, it was gold. I got it. I got a good tape. I got to go make copies of my tape, and I just got to send them to everybody. I just used to, because it was value. Started getting in comedy clubs, started getting auditions, started getting more. Oh my God, Kevin's up for an audition, movie audition, casting directors, they all got that tape. Not many people are going to wait through the 13 years of like bullshit, hardship. Most people opt out at year 2, maybe 3, no money, whatever. I need to figure something else out. Year 6, fuck this, man. Stupid. What am I doing? Why am I doing it? The money is never coming fast. We're in a time today where this generation has found ways to make money in an entrepreneurial manner that we've never seen before. In my time, we didn't have that. We just had the struggle. And the struggle left you with days of like literally sitting in the living room going, what the fuck, man?
So why didn't you quit?
I found the thing that I want to do. And I'm not going to quit it because I love it this much. And I strongly believe that the sun is at the end of this dark tunnel, but I got to be willing to get there. And I just don't know how to get there yet, but I'm going to figure it out. That's why I'm going to LA. I got to go there. I got to get close to it. I got to smell it. I got to feel it. I got to find out where the people are that are trying to do it too. I remember being at the BET Comedy Awards. I'm in attendance, and this is like, I'd had a couple of shots at some things, but the things weren't sticking. The roles are little small roles or little small cameos, but like it wasn't the thing. And I remember Cat Williams' set during the BET Comedy Awards. He had like a leopard suit, destroyed the Comedy Awards, destroyed this moment. And audience goes crazy, stands up. I remember being in the audience and I was like, that's it. That's the thing. That thing, that reaction, that roar, that moment. I gotta be patient because my moment is going to come. I witnessed his moment. But that moment, if the ball is dropped in that moment, then the moment goes. You don't know when the moment is presenting itself. But I'm staying with the thing because I know that the moment is gonna come. And when I'm in the moment, if I knock that fucking moment out the park, all things will change. But you may not know it. You may not know when the moment comes.
When did your moment come?
Shaq's All-Star Comedy Jam. I headlined it. I end up having one of the best sets that I've ever had. But I remember in real time, crowds standing up, stars were there. Everybody was there. And that was the moment that then took me and shot me out the cannon. And if I wasn't prepared for the moment, then I wouldn't have known all the things to come. What you find is that it's not hard to make money. Once you start making money, you learn how to make money. It comes with education. It comes with understanding. And when the money comes, it comes. But getting to it, to get that understanding, you lose the pack. You lose the pack because the pack is like, I want it here. And because it didn't show up here, I gotta go figure out a new thing to do that's gonna give it to me here. And they gotta recycle. You never finish nothing. So the thing that you think you're focusing on, you keep quitting to start something else that you think is the idea, and it's just a cycle. And now I go way back here to when I was like, not really focusing, not thinking about life. I'm now able to tap into the lessons that my mom gave. And I'm like, all good things that happen when they're supposed to, but now I'm poised and polished enough with a mindset that understands, well, I don't want to start something that I'm not going to finish. How do I show that I'm not going to quit? Which back here, my mom's biggest lesson was you're not quitting. If you start it, you're going to finish it. There is no success without failure. They go hand in hand. And with the failure comes amazing lessons, adjustments. And you get sharper because of the shit that you've done wrong or that you didn't know to approach a certain way that you now know how to approach. So I embrace the concept of failure just as much as I embrace the win of success.